This video is about the characteristics of a fake person. I'm going to tell you 3 key signs to look out for that you're dealing with someone fake. To find out more, please stay tuned to this video. Welcome to the SCG Show. Please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and turn your life around with my sponsor, BetterHelp. The link is in the description below. Thanks to social media, narcissism on the rise, there's more fake, inauthentic people than ever before, especially in the Western world. Take a moment to think back at all the friends and people you've associated with over the last 10 years. How many times have you been let down badly, or betrayed, cheated on, hurt by people you trusted, or you thought you knew someone only to be completely wrong? I've lost count on these last 10 years, the amount of times I've been betrayed, cheated on, lied to, you name it. And as a result, I pay the price for trusting a fake person. In my home, I was raised by good parents who told me to behave, have manners, speak when you're spoken to, and always see the best in people. This was and is unfortunately a naive thing to think, as there's many mean and nasty, horrible people in this world. People with no logical reason out there to cause chaos, destruction, and suffering to others for no apparent motivation other than just to create pain. So how can I honestly see the good in a person who acts and thinks like that? Look, that's an extreme example, but the point's valid. Some people are full of bullshit and are not genuine and are fake. And if you're not careful, like me and many others, you're going to find yourself getting very badly burnt. Therefore, I've created this video to make sure you're aware of the characteristics of a fake person. Now, is the fake person typically a narcissist? I'd believe so, purely because the narcissist is a delusional egomaniac who lives in a fabricated world that they've created themselves. They smile to your face and stab you in the back when you least expect it. God, it sends a shiver down my spine just reminiscing all of those fake, horrible bastards I've had the displeasure of engaging with most of my adult life. My advice is to disengage, cut contact, block, walk away, and make friends and associate with genuine people who want the best for you instead. And that goes especially for romantic partners too. So here are the 3 characteristics of a fake person. Just like to take a moment to tell you about my official sponsor, BetterHelp. I have personally used BetterHelp and found it to be very effective for turning my life around for the better. BetterHelp is an online portal that provides direct-to-consumer access to behavioral health services. The online counseling and therapy services are provided through web-based interaction as well as phone and text communication. BetterHelp gives you 4 live sessions a month, unlimited messaging in between sessions, as well as access to the group therapy webinars that get updated each and every week. Thanks to the SCG Show's partnership, you can sign up for BetterHelp and have the online counseling service in the description below and receive 10% off. So by using this link, you'll be supporting the SCG Show community. So turn your life around with BetterHelp. The link is in the description below. Characteristic number 1 is that the fake person doesn't really ever listen. Even if it suits them, they don't listen. I dated a fake woman a few years ago. If I told her this, "Hey baby, you're beautiful, amazing, I'm lucky to call you mine," she'd smile and hang on my every word. However, if I said to her, "You're not very appreciative of me sometimes, you don't even say thank you," she'd completely ignore it, deny any accusation, and deflect it onto me. Why does this happen with a fake person? Because the first example statement suits her narrative that she tells herself. In her mind, she is beautiful, perfect, her shit doesn't stink, she could do no wrong, and thinks in many capacities she's better than me. And to get reinforcement through compliments of how incredible she is, adds fuel to the fire and inflates the ego. But when I picked out a real obvious flaw that pulled a strain in our relationship, she didn't want to know. Because the fake person lives in a fake world and a fake life. It's as simple as that. They don't want to go against the lie, the charade, the fake narrative that they tell themselves. Me pointing out an obvious and pretty basic lack of manners, I mean, who doesn't say thank you, caused an argument for hours. She threw accusations back at me. Oh, so I'm supposed to say thank you all the time, and you've got to always, be in charge. I've got to bow down just because you pay for things, you drive me everywhere. I'm your lapdog? Am I asking too much for just words? Thank you? I don't believe so. This can happen in many shapes and forms, especially if they're bullying or trying to take advantage of you. They may say, oh, you're just so sensitive, or the most famous line ever muttered by a fake person, but I did nothing wrong. If you feel hurt or betrayed genuinely, guess what? They did something wrong, and they're trying to manipulate you to believe otherwise. It's like talking to a brick wall with these people, for real. The fake person never listens, not hardly to anyone or anything. If you're enjoying this video, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and support the SCG show by becoming an official member. The link is down below. Number 2. The fake person never learns from their errors and mistakes. They repeat it over and over, hurting themselves and, of course, everyone around them. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, but expecting different results. There's a fake man I once knew of who, no matter what, would openly insult people. He thought he was really funny, but he was actually a rude bastard. At social events, he'd do any of the following: loudly get drunk and obnoxious every time, flirt in front of his wife and kids with other women, he'd make sly comments to people and insult them, and act like a complete buffoon. He was consistently warned that he would need to behave every time he get invited to an event, and he would just say, sure, I won't do it this time, only for him to once again act like a complete jackass over and over. Why did he do this? Because he knew no matter what, and no matter how much of a clown he acted, he'd always get invited. He would say, I'm family, or they're my closest friends, or I have to go. It was only after a wedding he got so drunk and started a fight with someone that they kicked him out and he stopped getting invites. Did he learn from his mistakes? Nope, he made new friends and continues to be the difficult, annoying twat he always has been. Why don't they learn from their errors? Because again, in their mind, they genuinely believe they're perfect. They believe they are so amazing and others are lucky to be around them. They see themselves almost like a celebrity, or in some cases, and you're not going to believe this, like royalty. You are fortunate that I'm even here, they will say. Give me a break, man. I'd rather be alone than socialize with a narcissistic, fake douchebag like that. They may never have been disciplined as kids, so got away with murder, and now that has carried on into adulthood. The fake person never learns from their mistakes and continuously makes them, and guess who has to clean it up and suffer? You do. Here's a quick word from my sponsor, Keen. Keen provides access to vetted psychics and spiritual advisors who provide guidance and insight on all of life's challenges. It's really one of the most affordable ways to get an instant psychic reading by an accredited advisor anytime, 24/7. There's always someone online. You can easily schedule a call with an advisor. And by using my link only and becoming a new Keen customer, you can have your first 10 minutes for only $1.99. It really is one of the most affordable ways to connect with a psychic advisor. And when you find that right advisor, developing an ongoing relationship leads to several benefits: astrology and tarot readings, chakra clearing, and so much more. You can talk about clarity in love, where you want to go in your relationship, career, so much more. Check out Keen today using my link and get your first 10 minutes for $1.99. The link is in the description below. Lastly, the fake person points the blame at everyone and anything except themselves. Like the previous point, where they don't learn from their mistakes, it's easier just to blame someone else. Here are some typical excuses a fake person will use for their crap behavior. Oh, it's not my fault I was late. You should have done the party at a time that suited me. It's my parents' fault I'm the way I am. They should have disciplined me. It's not my fault I got drunk. The party was boring. I had to be excited. It's not my fault I'm not appreciative. I do a lot for you that you never notice. Well, I did nothing wrong. And the only reason you're calling me out on this is because you're insecure. I've done everything to support you. You wouldn't be where you are if it wasn't for me. I'm not the problem here. You're the problem. You need help. That final excuse cuts like a knife because anybody who's dealt with a narcissist or a fake person will know they always are the problem, not you. The real problem is always them because they don't take personal responsibility. I never realized how so few people genuinely can hold their hand up and say, you know what, I'm sorry, or they've got that sense of self-awareness. That takes great maturity. And even if it's humiliating, degrading, to say you were in the wrong, kudos. But the fake person will never do that, and don't wait around expecting them to. I once saw a fake woman who broke an expensive item in a store clumsily blame the shop manager saying, you shouldn't have put it there. It was fine until she put her grubby hands all over it and dropped it like an idiot. But again, it is everyone else's fault but their own. And that's so draining to be around. Trust me on this. The fake person, they play the blame game very well. Do not fall for it. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe.